Now guys, I'm not trying to hit it so hard when I'm pre-wetting that I'm smashing the webs up into it. And like they're gonna come home and look out and be like, what? Look at this place, guys. You can literally eat off this pool deck. That's how clean it is. He didn't climb trees when he was young.
I'm not scared, y'all.
This generation didn't go outside. They push buttons and wear headsets. Good morning, YouTube. It's Eric, Precision Pressure Wash, coming at you with another video today. Headed to Celebration, Florida for a returning customer. I think this would be the 5th time that we're going to this property. I don't even have to give him an estimate. He tells me what he wants. I go there, I do it. He knows I'm fair and that I don't get out of hand with pricing, and it's a good customer. Like I said, I've only been going there for just over a year, and this is my 5th time. It's not always the same stuff, but it's always something, and it's never a waste of time. So that's where we're going this morning. It's 9:30 right now. I'm letting my partner in crime sleep. He worked last night, but he's not working tonight, so we could go out there and do whatever we got to do as long as it takes. Hopefully the rain will hold off. The rain's been a thing. It's every day. It's summer. We've actually had less rain than we usually do, so I'm not totally complaining about that. But guys, I'm a little let down because I don't know if you remember, I mentioned it probably half a dozen times over the last 5-6 months that when I got monetized, I would stop filming with my phone and get a real camera and take it a little more serious. And guys, I did. Just want to show you. Here's the new camera I got. I was pumped. This is the DJI Action 4, the Osmo Action 4. Got everything I needed for it. Was super pumped that I was going to be using it today, and I ordered the freaking wrong SD card. So this is probably going to be the last video today that I shoot on my phone. Like, I didn't even film yesterday because I was so pumped about making this video with my new camera today. I didn't even want to do it on my phone. But honestly, I just can't keep doing jobs and not filming something, because if I stop posting, you guys will just go find someone else to watch. So in the meantime, we'll continue to film with my phone, but I'm super excited about this one, guys. Honestly, I've already played around with it a little bit. It seems decent. Everybody has good things to say about it, so we'll see. Anyways, I don't know if I'm gonna do truck talk because honestly, I gotta go down there and hit the pool store and fill up the barrel. I'm out of that. I got a couple jugs, but I'm not trying to use those. We're doing a screen enclosure, and you guys know I don't use soap in there, and we're down to nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably get her half, because I don't have a roof. I don't have any roofs lined up. Usually when I know I got a roof, I'll keep that thing on full, but I don't have one, and I'd rather not drive around with a full tank if I don't have to. But anyways, guys, no matter what happens, I'll see you when we fire this thing up. All right, guys, we are on site. I've been here for a little bit. I'm going around and inspecting all these gutters, and really there's not leaves in any of them. There's a couple that have a little bit of the shingle granules. Nothing bad at all. There is a couple leaves trapped in between this little metal thing right here and the screen that we're getting out. About a year ago when I came here, I had to take all these off because it was really bad. But this time there's only like a few leaves here and there, so he's going out to get me a little pick because one of them's right down there, and I'm not gonna wedge my fat fingers in there and mess it all up. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're gonna have to go over also and check that side for any leaves, and I would do the same thing over there. The pitch is really hard. You can't just walk on that, but I can put my hands on the enclosure and it helps me. So he's down here on the inside. He tells me where the leaves are and I'm getting them. We are gonna wash the screen enclosure, you do see there has a lot of those spider webs and stuff in there. I can see that's what they don't like. I will have to go light with the SH, guys, because this is a fresh paint job. I mean fresh. They haven't even put the stuff back on the deck yet. So stay tuned. I'm gonna have him throw me up a screwdriver. Here he comes. Look how scared he is, guys. He is not, he didn't climb trees when he was young.
I'm not scared, y'all.
This generation didn't go outside. They push buttons and wear headsets. Anyways, stay tuned. We'll pick back up when something cool's happening. All right, guys, here's where we're at with things. I've went around the whole house, starting here, and checked all these gutters. Like, guys, there wasn't any leaves in it. I think I did clean them a little bit one other time. Just a little bit of granules from the shingles, normal stuff. But I am gonna have to climb up there. Well, not climb up, but we're gonna use the gun and clean the bottom of those. You guys see that? Like that bug poop, dead bugs, whatever it is. It's just on the bottom of the gutter. This house just got painted, everything. So today's gonna be one of those days where when we're washing this screen enclosure, we're gonna cut the SH when I put it into the downstream mix with the injector. So I'm gonna cut it before it even hits the injector to make it a little lighter, and I'll show you guys why. First of all, none of this is dirty, because all this, everything you see is freshly painted. Now I've already got the leaves. The last time we were filming, I was up there, and I already got the leaves out of anything that was trapped between the screen and that, I've got it. Over here, we have a little bit of crud up there. I think I'm gonna be able to wash that with just the pressure washer, but we definitely got some stuff over here that we gotta address. So this is what my plan is. Can you guys see that? And it's ugly. Like, you see it, your eye goes right to it. So I'm gonna try to come in with the turbo, not the turbo nozzle, the ball valve, and try to just push that out. If it doesn't work, I get up on the roof. I've been up there before, but guys, that's that steep pitch. I don't know all the pitches, the grades, I don't know. I know it's the one you can't walk on. If it wasn't for the cage being there, I wouldn't have been able to like walk and lean on it. But that's how I did it last time. I also have cleaned these windows before. Looks like there's a little bit of smudges. I'm just gonna have to give everything a good rinse. Honestly, I'm probably not gonna have any surfactant in it. But basically, guys, what we're cleaning here, I'm gonna zoom in. You see those cobwebs right where the beam meets the screen? I don't even know if this is picking up. But that's what we're here to do. That and the gutters, interior, exterior of gutters. And even back here, you can see it. Let me zoom in. Let me get out of the sun first. You see all those little black spots? It's like bug poop, dead bugs. That's all around the house. So I got to get that cleaned off, because literally this house just got painted. It looks amazing. Whoever painted it did a really good job. I haven't seen anything since I've been here. And you know, I'm walking around inspecting everything. But that's the thing we're doing. We're gonna get all these cobwebs. This place is gonna look brand new, guys. When I tell you, you could eat off this floor. It's that clean, it's that fresh, like perfect. So that's why we're not going with full strength and just let the 2.1 injector cut it. We're actually gonna just cut it a little bit, because I know it's fine. It doesn't take much to melt the cobwebs, but that's what we're doing. We'll pick back up when we get things rolling. Stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, this is what we're doing to mix it today. We're going light strength SH. So what he's gonna do is pour a jug, one jug into our bucket. Guys, there is a tiny bit of soap in there. That's okay. We're fine with that today. Look, that stuff looks super yellow. That must be super fresh. All right, so now he did a really good job. He didn't spill a drop, but if he did, we would have just wet it down. Now he's gonna go over here and get this bucket of water, and we're just gonna top some stuff off real quick. We're thinking that we're gonna be able to go ahead and wash the bug residue off the gutters with just water, but we're gonna find out. If not, we'll have to use this, but he's gonna go until I tell him to stop. All right, that's good. Bring it down to, like, guys, I'm not a chemist, so we're gonna say it's somewhere about 3/4. It's under 1. If I feel like we need to have it a little hotter, we'll go from there, though. It's really just a matter of breaking down the spider webs, guys. Stay tuned, and we'll be doing some cool stuff here in a minute. All right, guys, so what's going on now is, let me get my gun. I kind of just went over that stuff with the ball valve, and it got most of it. So what that tells me is all I got to do now, go ahead, just put the X-Jet on. I'm not going to have to use soap on this, which is awesome because it's brand new freaking paint. And when I say soap, guys, I'm talking about SH downstream with surfactant. This a little bit of a rinse, guys. But again, this is just water. Go ahead, I'm pre-wetting all this. If it's black, it's super hot. I was just up there touching it. It's hot all over. Give all this vegetation a good little hit. It's been raining here every day, guys, so it's not like a real big thing. You just give it a little something. All right, we're gonna go inside now and see if we can get those leaves blasted out, or do I have to climb up on the roof? Now guys, I'm not trying to hit it so hard when I'm pre-wetting that I'm smashing the webs up into it. I'm just doing enough to get everything cooled down. You can see, guys, if you zoom in, the webs are still all intact. You can see them. I'm not trying to smush them until we get the SH on there. It's just a light mist. You'll be able to look around now and see them all once I wet it. All right, so here I go now. I'm gonna climb up and see if I can get this stuff out. You're probably gonna have trouble seeing because it's just moisture floating through the air everywhere and it's getting on the lens. But I feel confident this will work. And if it does, I'll be happy. We can get right on to doing the cool stuff. But look at all the, if you guys look now, you can see all the webs now that it's got a little bit of droplets on them. It is a lot. I love when a plan works. I just love it. All right, that's perfect, guys. I don't have to get up on that part. So now we can just carry on. I'll finish this pre-wet, get all those plants nice and wet, and then we'll go ahead and start addressing these spider webs. Is my pre-wetting excessive, guys? Maybe it is, but whatever it takes to make me feel comfortable, that's what I do. I don't really care. I've never damaged plants, knock on wood, but this is what I do every single time, and that's, in my mind, that's why I don't. A lot of guys will be like, hey, I've got questions. Why do you pre-wet when you do a screen enclosure? Such and such on YouTube doesn't do it. Everybody has their own style, guys. That's what I'm saying. The basics is the same, but everybody's gonna go ahead and make their own way of doing things. Simple as that. That's the beauty of owning your own company. You do it the way you want to do it. On a side note, guys, man, that's probably getting all over. On a side note, when we were getting chlorine today, I did bump into like one of the biggest OGs in the area, the biggest company, Buddy's Pressure Washing. I actually got to talk to him. He was cool. Talked for like 20 minutes. We were both in a hurry though, so you know, it's one of them things, but shout out to him if he watches. I don't think he watches YouTube, honestly, guys. But I try to network and introduce and talk to every guy in my area in the industry. I'm not out here like all the other guys are my enemies. That's not it, guys. It's not it. So, enough rambling. Let's get this thing knocked out and get on down the road.
All right, y'all. Officially applying SH. Getting all over the place.
Yes, it is.
We got trash trucks outside. It's awesome.
Look at the gases on the roof.
Yeah, you can see that up there. Crazy.
That's the stuff you can't breathe in, guys.
And this isn't even 1% here.
No. But it's super hot up there, guys.
Yeah. I mean, look at that.
Asphalt shingles won't pull. Little bullshit.
No.
Oh man, I hate getting this all over you.
He loves it, guys.
All right, it looks like everything's reacting well. I'm already going to start my rinse back. So I'm going to have him go down in the water and give a sec.
As he stated multiple times, this paint here is brand new. So look at this floor. Thing looks awesome.
But yeah, it looks like everything reacted well. The lizards are pissed. I'm trying not to hit them, but it's inevitable, guys. I gotta clean this thing, so.
All right, y'all, on the rinse. As you can see. As you guys can tell, he's locked in because he ain't said a word.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's a wrap. This is what the lawn guys are doing to me already. It was perfect, guys. It really was. Oh no. Trying to get him out. Anyways, I'm gonna go out there and get a towel. I saw one streak on the glass this side. Everything looks good. All the cobwebs gone. That glass, these windows look good. I do see streak there, so I'm gonna go get a towel and a wet rag and wipe it. I'll go ahead and video out to here too. I'm gonna have to put my boots back on because now I gotta keep my feet clean. All right, for the gutters, they came out really good. Nothing on there. I'll zoom in right here. You guys can see nothing. Then onto the front porch. I'm not gonna walk up there. They already shot dirt and stuff all over it, but it is what it is. Stuff's looking really good, guys. Look how sharp the front of this house looks. All right, guys, we just came back in here and fixed these streaks. There was a couple, I'm not gonna lie. But that's why you always come back and look. Now we're ready to go. Look at this place, guys. You can literally eat off this pool deck. That's how clean it is. I love it. You could literally walk around out here in white socks and they probably ain't gonna get no dirt on them. We had that little drainage over there. That's always a thing. The lawn guys did show up and it turned into a nightmare. But that's her, guys. Everything here looks good. This is really nice, guys. I'm just like it's not every time you could come in and like, just look at it. There's not a blemish anywhere. It's ready for the furniture to get back out here. Oh man, this looks good. Anyways, I'm just getting a little carried away, guys. Anyways, so if you guys like what you see, I'm probably not gonna do any truck talk. Just because we're already behind. But he's trying to clean up this grass that the lawn guys blew in. I promise you guys, we had this thing completely perfect until that point. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Another good project. It took a little longer than usual because I started talking to one of the maintenance guys, the in-house Celebration maintenance guys that's in here right now. I think they're rolling around and they're painting the stop signs. The backs of them, the forest green, they stay up on everything in Celebration, so it's cool. They really keep this place nice. But if you see how that one's all faded, they haven't got here yet. They're painting the backs of the stop signs, guys. But yeah, so he's got a lot of freaking connections in here, and he told me they're not allowed to take on any side work, but they get people all the time to ask him. So just a little networking, gave him a card, we hit it off. My kid was, and then while that was, as soon as we finished talking to this guy, no sooner do I get back to work and we got the lawn guys there. And guys cutting grass and all that and water, and it just doesn't mix. So yeah, I was irritated, but we got the job done. It came out awesome. We did have to go back and address some window streaks. It's not a big deal. Took us 10-15 minutes tops. But that's why I always, look, there's our competition. They got it in-house here. Look at that, guys. But anyways, that's why I always go back and check on properties like that. You got to stay on your toes, man. Those big old glass pane window, like they're gonna come home and look out and be like, what? So you can't leave them. That's a returning customer. Originally we did get that from Google. I do rank high on Google in Celebration, guys. I've always ranked high. It helps that I live close, you know, but I do focus on trying to get my SEO in here in Champions Gate, Reunion. I try to stay in those areas because those are usually the most solid calls. And then when it's like signs and stuff, I've put signs in Celebration area, never had a call, came through a little bit later that day, they had already got them. So these maintenance guys, they'll ride. You can, I'm not saying don't, but guys, if you do, it's probably a waste of money and time. So I've never got work out here like that. The best performing place for my signs ever has always been Kissimmee, like Poinciana area. And like I said, I've missed maybe not half, but a lot because I didn't speak Spanish. But that's okay, that's part of it. Anyways, I'm just rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here because we gotta go jump on I-4, and then I also gotta make a stop and do an estimate. So I gotta call the office, get this address, punch it in to my GPS, which is my camera, which is also my phone. Did get the new camera. The next video I put out after this one, it's gonna be with the camera, and then you guys tell me what's better. You know, like I don't know how the sound's gonna be on that. If I gotta buy like an external mic, I don't know, guys. I'm not trying to go deep in it because obviously I'm not pulling in the money on YouTube. Like I have made over $100, but it's not just like pouring in like people think happens when you get monetized. Matter of fact, it's worse. Everything's worse now than it was. But guys, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna stop. It's gonna take a little bit more than some bad views on my videos to get me to stop doing this. It's what I do now. It's part of my life. But since we got my partner in crime here today, I'm gonna go ahead and let him close this out, and hopefully he doesn't mess it up. Till next time, guys.
It's been Precision Pressure Wash. Thank you guys for watching. Till next one, peace.